say this crisis is over, happy days are here again and all this. Yet, how many people think that we're going back to normal, that things will be fine again? How many think that things could get much worse for many people? How many people think there could be a major disaster up ahead? Yeah. So the question here is this, is how do you prepare for it and all this? So we'll leave it to the angel of death, Mike Maloney here. As far as, because gold and silver are kind of indicative of the concerns in the marketplace, the distrust of fiat money, printed money. But that's why gold and silver is kind of the canary in the mine, but they're also the bellwether of emotions, right?
Absolutely. And, I'm preparing by getting fully diversified. I buy both gold and silver. I also started a business. I sell gold and silver. And then I wrote the best-selling book on gold and silver, Rich Dad's Guide to Investing in Gold and Silver.
So when the economy crashes and as we predict, the crowds come rushing in to buy gold and silver, will you be happy or sad?
I will be celebrating. In every tragedy, there's an opportunity.
Right.
And now is the time to try and find what the opportunities are and seize them. Now is the time to figure out what is going on in the planet and look at why this decade is going to be completely unlike anything that we've ever experienced.
Oh, this history.
Yeah.
World history is changing. Right?
Yes, very rapidly.
But this has happened before in history, right? But never on a global
scale.
Yeah,
it's
small
never
scale.
been global.
It's never been global like this.
Yeah.
So this
is going to magnify it 1,000 times. So it's history repeating times 1,000.
Yeah. There's two possible extreme or financial concerns. We can either go into a depression, or we go to hyperinflation,
which is also a depression, hyperinflation.
Right. The same as
yeah.
But we could also go to war, which is one way to solve. People think we solve the problem. But also, what's happening is, in Phoenix, Arizona, here they just announced that they're laying off policemen because the states don't have any more money. At the same time, they're cutting off unemployment benefits. Now, let's add 1 + 1 together. What does that spell? Buy a gun. You gotta remember this. Remember this. The police cannot prevent a crime. Only you can do that. They can only investigate it after you're dead. So that's one of the reasons I'm preparing. Is I'm still a Marine in my brain. I like guns, and the way I'm preparing for it is if I'm prepared for the worst, there's a good chance it won't happen. That's just really my philosophy, as sick as it may sound to some people. So come to my house, and I'm armed and dangerous, and I'll welcome you.
I don't see it, but it's not sick to prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, preparing for the worst, people think we're very negative, and we're very pessimistic. Well, we're kind of pessimistic, saying we do think it's going to get worse, but we don't know for sure at this point. But by preparing for the worst, if it happens, we're prepared. If it doesn't happen, we're smarter.
Exactly. Right? What's the downside? I mean, for me, I don't have the gun, so I have to come to Robert for the guns. I have the food storage, and I look at from a food storage standpoint. I look at what happens if things don't go bad? Well, I still have the food storage. I'm still prepared, and I don't have to worry. Can I feed my family in case business goes under or some other natural disaster and I can't go to the grocery store and get food?
I have both guns and food.
I'm going to your house. Yeah, the difference is that Robert enjoys the moment.
Andy, tell him the insurance thing.
Yeah, it's interesting. Tom mentioned he has food. I have a year's supply of food for my family, blankets, diapers, everything I need. I can live for a year. And some people will, kind of poo-poo that and say, well, isn't that a big waste of food? And we rotate as best we can. But I'll tell you another thing is it's kind of like buying insurance. If you bought home insurance and your home didn't burn to the ground, would you be disappointed? Well, I'm not going to buy insurance because I'll never use it. Well, no, it's like insurance. We hope we never have to use it. I hope I don't have to use it. But you and I have talked about that a lot, Mike.
Yeah. I now have a stock of food also, and I don't like guns, but I now own a shotgun and a 9mm. And
I hope you practice how to use that.
Yes, I do. Nobody should own a gun without learning how to shoot.
Yes.
I think in today's market, you have to take a defensive strategy and not know what's going to happen. The New Orleans Saints won the Super Bowl and they won it by defense. And that's how you have to do it in today's market. Credit is tightening throughout the world. It's not just in the U.S.